Hey everybody, Charles for HumbleMechanic.com. Today, we answer the question, why would I teach things that I would normally get paid to do? This is episode 91 of the Humble Mechanic Podcast. So today's show comes directly from a comment on Instagram, and I'm gonna read that comment for you guys right now. I get that being famous is cool, but why would you teach people to do what makes you money? Are they paying you for your knowledge? Well, that's an incredibly awesome question that I am more than happy to answer. So this comment came on the heels of the oil change DIY video that I did. And the concern is that me making DIY videos are going to pull cars out of dealerships and take money out of my fellow technicians' mouths. And why would I want to teach someone the things that basically I get paid to do in my day job? And it's a reasonable question and one that I'm super excited to answer for you guys today. The first thing is about reach. So when a customer comes into the dealership, I'm always teaching them something. Even today, I showed a lady how to open the hood of her car. I asked her to open the hood so I could check something. She had no idea how to do it. Just simple, pull that lever there. Now she learned a new skill. Now, if you're a professional tech or you've been working on cars or you're a car person, you think, oh, opening the hood, who cares? That's stupid. But she had no idea. We often forget that as professionals in a certain field, we know a ton of stuff, and there's a lot of people that don't know anything about the things that we know. So it's about reach. If I can teach a customer that comes in the shop, I can make a video and teach people across the world, and that's so cool, and it's such a benefit. And now that customer knows a little bit more about their car. You would never be scared to teach a customer how to put on wiper blades on their car because it's something that's simple and that everyone can do, and it's never gonna take money out of your pocket. Even if they don't buy wiper blades from you, they're gonna have more confidence when it comes to their car. It also shows that most of us technicians really do care about our customers and the job that we do. You know, everybody has a bad mechanic story, a bad technician story. I took my car in and they screwed my car up, or they took a bunch of money from me and didn't even fix my car. So why as a technician would I, knowing what I know, not want to try and change people's minds about that? To show people, look, there's really good technicians out there. Technicians that care so much about your car, probably more than you do. We want to do a good job for you. We want to earn the money that we're getting by fixing your car. And if we can teach you something so that it saves you a trip back to the dealership, why wouldn't we do it? Why wouldn't you show a customer, hey, this is the fuse for the 12-volt outlet. Here's how you replace it. Now you save that customer a trip back, and I promise you, when you teach people, when you teach customers these things, they don't forget about it. They're gonna come back in and they're gonna say, hey, you showed me how to replace the fuse. Here's my keys, do a timing belt. That may sound like a far out example, but I promise you these things happen. So these little things that you would do in the dealership, that you would do in your independent shop, that you would do at work, why wouldn't you, if you are capable and willing and able to make a video to show someone that they can watch over and over again, they can watch it till they understand it, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't I do that? I do that, and it's awesome, and I love it. And it's not about being famous. It has nothing to do with fame. Because I think if it was about being famous, I would just post burnout videos or whatever. But it's about teaching people and letting them understand all the things that it takes to be a technician. In fact, I think teaching people about DIY stuff has the opposite effect. It's not gonna pull cars out of the dealership like you're scared of. It's not gonna take money out of technicians' pockets because they're not bringing their car to get an oil change anymore. It's gonna help customers understand how hard it is to do this job. Understand that an oil change isn't just take one bolt out, put it back in, and dump some oil in. There's a lot to it. There's cleanup, there's top-off fluids, there's the inspections on your car, there's setting tire pressure, there's checking the fluid level at the right temperature, there's, putting AdBlue in if it's a diesel. There's so much more to just drain and fill oil that a lot of customers don't know. And the industry's done a really good job of underselling the value of a technician doing an oil change on your car. So if I can make a 5 or 6, 7, 8 minute video showing someone, here's all the steps that it takes to accomplish this task, it's not just give the guy the key and in 5 minutes he comes back with it. Why wouldn't I? I feel like I'm doing a service to the industry, like I'm helping the industry, not pulling cars out of shops. That's ridiculous. And there's even more to it than that. What if it's not a customer that watches that video? What if it's a young kid that thinks, wow, that's really cool, I want to try and do it. And they go to their dad or mom and say, Dad, Mom, I want to learn how to do this. Let's watch some more videos. Maybe mom pulls them in, they show them how to change the oil in the car. Now you got a car fan. Now you got someone that maybe grows up to be the best technician that the automotive industry's ever known. Who knows? You never know what kind of impact a video that you make may have on somebody. What if it's someone looking for a career change, someone that maybe is stuck in a job they hate and thinks, you know what, I can do that. I like changing oil. I like working on cars. Granted, doing it at home for fun is very different than doing it in a shop, but that video may have inspired the next person to come in and work for you and be one of the best technicians that your dealership has. And just because someone watches a DIY video and is capable of doing it doesn't mean that they're going to do it. And like I said in a comment back, if I didn't work at a shop, I would be more than happy to buy the oil, buy the filter, and pay like the 15 bucks in labor that it costs to have someone change the oil, clean up the mess, dispose of the oil filter, and maybe even wash my car for me. Why would I care? Even though I can do oil changes all day long, I've done thousands of them, but it's not worth my time to do specifically the Passat oil change. By the time I get all the stuff, put the car up in the air, do the oil change, have now dispose of the oil, dispose of the filter. And what we have to remember is as we empower our customers and basically they take care of the little stuff, they're still gonna come to you. You've built trust with your customer. They know that, hey, if he's willing to teach me how to do this thing that saves me 30 bucks, I trust them to do a timing belt or to do a brake job. Yes, I agree, not every job is a DIY job. Most people are never gonna do a timing belt on their car. Most people are never gonna rebuild a cylinder head on their car. Most people are not gonna put a heater box in their car. But I'll tell you what, if you can show them a video and say, hey, watch this video, see all these things that he did? This is what has to happen for me to work on your car. It now justifies that $900 that you're gonna charge a customer instead of just saying, yeah, we gotta take some parts off and put some parts back on. Look, here's a video, the guy did it. See that pile of screws that he's got? That's how many screws I have to take out. I don't understand why there's this idea that customers having too much knowledge is a bad thing. The only way that customers having too much knowledge is a bad thing is if you're trying to take advantage of customers, if you're trying to rip off customers, trying to sell them work they don't need. The more informed your customers are, the easier your job is gonna be. How many times at the dealership, my fellow technicians, have you looked at a concern on an RO and you know all you have to do is turn to page 85 of the owner's book and it'll tell you exactly the information that you need. And what do? You say, man, if this customer would only read their owner's book. You can't have an expectation of a customer to only have this much knowledge and be mad when they have this much knowledge and pissed when they have this much knowledge because now, they're gonna ask too many questions or they're gonna take too much of my time. Or, wow, that customer can't even, the customer at this level can't even read their owner's book to figure out how to set their clock. That's old way of thinking, my friends. That is not how the world works in 2015 and beyond. The more value you provide to your customers, the better your shop's gonna be, or the better whatever your business is gonna be. You can take 10 places that all do oil changes, and they're probably gonna do about the same job, but where's the value to the customer to come see you versus going somewhere else? And it may be that video that you put online. It may be that DIY on the pollen filter the customer saw and said, wow, I can do that. They put the pollen filter in and then they come and thank you and bring you some beer because, hey, you really helped me out. So I get where people are coming from that end. I don't agree with it at all, not at all. It's, again, old way of thinking. It's the old guard still at the helm. It's us trying to hold close all this information that we have because we're supposed to be the experts. Yet we have this double standard of customers having either too much knowledge or not enough knowledge. So it was an awesome question, a valid question, a question that I love to answer, a question that kind of pisses me off because it's so far removed from the way I am. Trust me when I tell you, if I didn't think there was any value in doing what I do here on the show, as well as the way I am with customers in the shop, I wouldn't do it. So that's my take. That's actually gonna probably be about 11 minutes of me pretty much just yelling and ranting about that question. But this is something that I'm so passionate about and I get so fired up about because it's so easy to me. I see it so crystal clear of why there's value in teaching your customers, teaching people how to do things themselves and not holding that information so tight. And I'm sorry that you don't feel that way, but I really do believe the people that are this way and act this way and execute this way are gonna be the ones that are gonna be more successful than the people that are guarded and hold everything close in. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I think you've had enough of my ranting. If you have any questions or comments, post it in the comments section below. Hey, if you like the video, throw it a thumbs up on YouTube. I always appreciate that. You can also subscribe on YouTube or on the blog at humblemechanic.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where that comment came from, and obviously here on YouTube. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Ooh, I got a beer of the day. It's been so long since I've had a beer of the day. This is Ballast Point grapefruit sculpin. Really awesome IPA. It's like an IPA mixed with grapefruit juice in the best possible way that I can say.